From the moment I met the dude, I knew there was something special about him.
His motivation, honestly, like I said, he already had a vision in his head that he wanted to go with.
As soon as I met him, and as soon as I heard his stuff anyways, you know what I mean? It was just somebody like, oh yeah, that dude's gonna go. Like, I believe in that dude, you know?
The name is Scooter Bangz. Scooter motherfucking Bangz. Known as the artist. New generation of R&B.
We met through a fan. Someone had hit up Scooter and told him about me and what I do here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And yeah, from there, he reached out on Instagram, started telling me about what he had for vision-wise music, how he got started out a little bit. And then he was sending me files in the beginning. He would send me stems for his songs he was recording at his crib at the time. So he would send them and I would mix them and whatnot. And we had a relationship like that for a few weeks.
Yeah, so me and Scooter met through Zank. I started doing my own music with Zank, and he was already working with him. And I heard some of his stuff and was digging it, always feeling it. We might have caught each other in passing in the studio or something. He heard some of mine and asked me for a feature, and yeah, like I said, we kept working from there. I think we got 4 songs together now.
We met probably like 2.5 years ago. Me and him ended up having to work with each other. At first we weren't really talking, but something that happened at work, at the job, and I ain't gonna say too much, but he knows what I'm talking about.
I think music been in me my whole life, really. When it came down to it, had to think back, it really started with my father, my pops. When he was younger, he actually was in an R&B group in Indianapolis, and they didn't get to make it because back then it was so much just dirty scam, you know, the scams with the labels and stuff like that.
Everything just kind of flew from the moment that I met this dude. I knew his work ethic and the way he approaches music was about as serious as mine is, you know what I mean? We was on the same kind of wavelength, because this, for me, this is my life. This has always been what I do. It was the only option. And from the moment this man stepped in the room, he was on that same kind of energy.
So when he hit me up for a feature, I was like, bro, I'm there. I was there yesterday.
My mom, man, that's just day one. You know what I'm saying? You come out the womb, this is who brought me into this world. So, you know, everything is for her, period. The times where I want to give up, I do think back to those times where she could have gave up. You know what I'm saying?
I know, I seen the look in his eye, like he thought I was disrespecting him or something. Cause I just kind of pushed out, I'm like, oh, you do music? All right, like, I hear that every day. So he started singing, and it was like an R&B, slow type of music. And I looked at him and I'm just like, bro, like, why isn't you taking this serious?
Record, like, it's not a moment throughout the day where I don't, you know, listen to music or just doing something, just something music oriented, like watching a documentary about a music artist or just watching their concerts from front to back, trying to get those key details in the performance.
This man wake up in the morning thinking about what the next move is for music. He go to bed at night thinking about what the next move is for music. He manifests everything that's about to happen with every single day that he lives and breathes.
Him talking about it, like he already had a vision from the start. I guess he just needed probably that little push from somebody he didn't know, because like I said, he didn't know me at the time when I first listened to his first song. And I just told him, I guess it knocked some sense into his head, and he started taking it like more serious after that.
And I feel like I put out, you know, a beautiful body of work. You know, that's Diary of a One-Man Band on all platforms, go get that. At the time, I didn't have a job, and I put out that album. So I feel like that was the biggest accomplishment, because I really didn't see no ending for that. I didn't know if I was gonna get that done or not.
I'm gonna say this in the words of Scooter himself. He probably gonna say it better than me, but this man is gonna become like the Chris Brown, the Michael Jackson of this generation. And I know a lot of people probably say some stuff like that. It's kind of cliche and whatnot, but like, I'm him with this music shit, and I know that he is.
What makes him unique, he's him, man. He's him. There couldn't be another him. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we were saying earlier. Somebody said he's gonna be the next Chris Brown. Like, nah, he's the first Scooter Bangz, bro. Like, that dude, you know what I mean? Being in the studio with him, the vibe, everything, how he works, just watching him, he's special, bro. He's his own entity for sure.
But a lot of things just trickle back to when I was a kid. We used to watch Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary. That was my like first recollection of, you know what I'm saying, like a true entertainer. Just you know, true R&B and just true entertainment at its finest. So at that point, I feel like I was hooked. I just didn't know who that was. That is who I was going to be in the future.
Honestly, our first show is coming up in January, and it's not only big for him, but big for the team, big for everybody that's involved. And I know he's been waiting for this moment, so it's gonna be real big for everybody.
I feel like my biggest accomplishment is the one coming up. And I like to say that's, you know, just the biggest thing to me, which is January 28th, Oklahoma R&B Bash in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 7:30 p.m. Saturday.
A really crazy next few months. All of it's going to be worth it. A lot of work that's about to be put in. We about to start working on some new album type of records. Kill this show, and then I see it going in a direction of shows like that very frequently.
Man, Keith Sweat, bro, y'all know I got. As soon as I hear his name, I see the CD in my mind. It's white with the blue on the side and the little fence or whatever it is.
But yeah, what I'm doing is bringing new school R&B, well, old school R&B, but it's more so old school R&B that I'm bringing back though. It's just like, bro, ain't nobody performing. Nobody has stage performance no more. Nobody's entertaining. Like, nobody got dancers no more. Nobody got backup singers no more. Like, boys is really, you got R&B singers now in the day that want to be rappers.
So for us to be in an arena in front of 11,000 people opening for people like Keith Sweat, Jagged Edge, Jodeci, this is insanity. You know what I mean?
It's just gonna be unreal. Like, start to finish. Like, it's just gonna be somebody they ain't never seen before. And when we get off the show, we expecting something.